week's episode of What's Up Weekly, where we bring you the latest news in 10 minutes or less. I'm Brittany Bradley.
And I'm Mike Walker. Thanks for tuning in.
We've gone all of Season 2 without mentioning Facebook, and today we have 2 Facebook stories back-to-back, but believe me, this story sets all new standards of fan appreciation. In the beginning of February, the world welcomed a beautiful baby girl named Facebook Ibrahim. Yes, that means her first name is Facebook. According to MSNBC.com, the girl's father, Jamal Ibrahim, was so appreciative of the social network's role in Egyptian protests that he decided to name his firstborn daughter Facebook. Family and friends support the name choice and celebrated the birth of baby Facebook. So what's next, Baby Twit?
I mean, I would name my kid Baby Twit. I love Twitter.
I don't know about that.
Foursquare?
I don't know. I don't like that.
Well, if you were on Twitter or Facebook last Thursday night, you were one of the first to know about this year's official Little 500 concert artist. News feeds were blowing up about the event as Union Board released the names of the musical guests to be coming to Bloomington on April 21st. The concert will take place at Assembly Hall and will feature Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, and my favorite part of this event, Travis Barker. There will be a ticket pre-sale tomorrow for IU students online through Ticketmaster at 10 a.m. or students can purchase them in person at the IU Auditorium box office and the Assembly Hall ticket office. Tickets will range from $45 to $100 for students, and I'm sure they will be reselling for much more than that in the weeks leading up to what yet looks to be yet another crazy IU concert. Combine this with Mac Miller and Wiz Khalifa's show, and you'll see that this year's Little 5 is shaping up to be an epic one.
And I think Clotefest is making their announcement tomorrow about who they're having.
A lot of awesome things coming for this year's Little 5. It's going to be a
crazy Little 5.
I know. People might actually have to pick and choose what they go to. There's a lot going on.
Well, the judge handling Rihanna and Chris Brown's felony assault case has relaxed the restraining order. The judge changed the order to a level 1, meaning Chris and Rihanna can have contact with one another as long as he does not harass, annoy, or molest her. The old order required Brown to stay 50 yards away from Rihanna and now has been reduced to only 10 yards if they are at a music industry event. The judge commented she would not have considered changing the order without Rihanna's consent. Riri was not present in court, but her agent commented that she had no objection to it being modified. After the incident in 2009, Brown was sentenced to 5 years of probation, ordered to complete more than 1,400 hours of community service, and was given a restraining order. I do know one thing, this will make the award ceremonies a little less awkward for the two of them.
Hopefully now we can just put this thing, behind us and move on. So
I hope.
With just a few more days until the 83rd Annual Academy Awards go live from the red carpet out in LA, it's time for us to take a look at some of the big movies of the year and the names that made them all happen. Some of the favorites up for Best Picture are Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception, The Kids Are All Right, The King's Speech, 127 Hours, The Social Network, and I've seen all of these movies, and my personal favorite for the award is The King's Speech, although I must say I never agree with the Academy, so we'll see.
I'm going to have to go Black Swan. I mean, I haven't seen all of them, but
it was an alright movie. There was one really, really good scene that made it worth it.
Okay, yeah, let's keep going.
In the category of actor in a leading role, some of the popular nominees are Javier Bardem in Beautiful, Jeff Bridges for True Grit, Jesse Eisenberg in The Social Network, Colin Firth in The King's Speech, and James Franco in 127 Hours. Here, I'm going to have to say I like Jesse Eisenberg. I really think he really consumed the role of Mark Zuckerberg, and in fact now, when I picture Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, I actually think of Eisenberg himself, so that's got to be a good sign, right?
Must be, he did his part right, I guess.
Actresses in a leading role nominees include Annette Bening in The Kids Are All Right, Nicole Kidman in The Rabbit Hole, Jennifer Lawrence in Winter's Bone, Natalie Portman in Black Swan, and Michelle Williams in Blue Valentine. I'm going with Natalie Portman in this one, but that's really just because I'm a guy and I find her ridiculously attractive.
Even though she's pregnant right now?
I mean, come on, don't ruin it. The awards show will begin at 8 o'clock Eastern Time and will be co-hosted by James Franco and Anne Hathaway, and we'll be sure to bring you all of the buzz from the red carpet and beyond next week.
I'm interested to see how James and Anne are going to do together.
Yeah, it will be interesting.
Kind of a weird pair.
Yeah, and everyone thinks of Anne Hathaway as
so innocent from Princess Diaries and stuff, so like her like trying to make jokes and I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Well, America's favorite homeless man is Hollywood's newest reality star. Ted Williams told TMZ Tuesday that he would be starring in a series that will document his journey to rebuild his life. The series is called Second Chances at Life and will also feature other people who deserve second chances. Taping will begin in Ohio, where The Man with the Golden Voice was based, and eventually end in Hollywood, showing Williams' rise to fame. This news was released only a month after Williams left rehab, against medical advice, 2 weeks after checking in for drug and alcohol dependency. According to CBS News, the show will reportedly begin filming in 2 weeks. And you know how I get. I'm not going to say I don't like them, but I'm jealous of them. Anyone that gets a chance, I get jealous.
I can't believe that this has all happened since they found him. I feel like it was just yesterday where they discovered him.
I know, and he's already been to rehab.
Yeah.
He's fitting into Hollywood well.
And in some IU sporting news, the Hoosier Nation is preparing for a huge rivalry game tonight at Assembly Hall against the Purdue Boilermakers. Purdue is 8th ranked in the country coming into today's game after beating number 3 ranked Ohio State this past weekend. Indiana fell to Purdue earlier this year in West Lafayette by a score of 67-53 and looks to avenge themselves tonight. The Hoosiers have only 3 Big Ten wins so far this year, but anyone who has played in a Purdue-IU game will tell you records do not matter when the game time between these two rivals comes around. The game at Assembly Hall is already sold out, and IU Athletics tweeted pictures yesterday of students already camping out to get good seats in the student section more than 36 hours before the game. And actually, on my way to the studio today, I was listening to the radio, and they're actually out broadcasting live from Assembly Hall, and they said that there's like students out there partying.
So why aren't we there?
Why are we in the studio right now? So it should be a good one in the hall tonight, and we wish the Hoosiers the best of luck as they look to silence their rivals from the north.
Let's just hope there's a repeat of the Oak and Bucket football game.
That would be nice.
That would be very cool. Well, my mom will be jealous about this next story and how it wasn't around when I first got my license. Businessman Paul Hart has created a smartphone application that allows parents to track their kids to see if they are texting and driving, speeding, or exceeding a boundary. Hart says he created the application to promote safe driving. The Safety Information and Protection System, or SIPS, is a 2-part software with an administrative download and a client download. Parents can use the administrative software to set a boundary for the teenager they want to keep up with and a maximum speed they don't want the child to go over. The application will send alerts to the administrative phone when a child has sent a text when driving or when they go over the set speed limit. The only stipulation is that the parent and child must have the application downloaded to their phone for it to work. The SIPS app is currently available on the Android app market for a one-time price of $16 and is set to release in the Apple App Store in April.
Now, I'm not saying that I agree with texting and driving because I certainly do not, but it is getting ridiculous. And like in a few more years, kids aren't going to be able to get away with anything.
It really is. And also, like I said, my mom, even since I got my license till now, still every time I walk in the door, don't text and drive. But yeah, then she'll text me and I text back. And
they trick you.
Yeah, it's not fair. So hopefully this will help that.
Well, that wraps up this week's edition of What's Up Weekly. As always, be sure to follow us on Twitter at What's Up Weekly IU. And like the IUSTV Facebook page to get all of the inside information within IUSTV.
And in honor of the big game tonight, our YouTube video of the week is a tribute to the men's basketball team. Good luck tonight. Go Hoosiers!
Go Hoosiers!